Obama does have his first cat fight already. It's with Hugo Chavez from Venezuela. And apparently when talking to reporters, Obama said that Chavez has been a person who's leading Latin America in the wrong direction, and that he's been an obstacle to progress in Latin America. Now, that's paraphrasing him to some degree, but I read his remarks, and they were definitely along those lines. And he was particularly upset that Chavez was, in his opinion, funding FARC, which is a leftist and what we consider a terrorist group. Now, I don't like the word terrorist anymore. I think we just apply it to all of our enemies, and it's become nonsensical. But however you frame it, FARC is someone who is not on our side. Okay, for better or for worse, they're not, and they're causing significant trouble in Colombia. But you know what? The government of Colombia is also causing significant trouble in Colombia. Anyway, Obama talks about that and criticizes Chavez for supporting them. And then Chavez comes back, and he's a third grader. And so he's not going to let anything like this sit. He loves calling people names. And he said that Obama has the same stench as Bush does. Oh, those are heavy words, fighting words. And then he says, you know, these Americans, they've been looking to get rid of me for a long time. He says, what do you do with an obstacle to progress? You get rid of the obstacle, right? That's in your way. Just calm down, Hugo. Obama's not going to assassinate you, okay? That's what he's peddling. That's crazy talk. Just bring it down. He doesn't have the same stench as Bush, okay? And remember, he made the famous comments at the UN, Chavez did about Bush, how he smelled like sulfur. That's the smell of the devil. Easy. You're at a 10. You need to be at a 2, especially if you're saying it's the same stench as Obama. And then he says, Obama is a tool of the evil empire, referring to America, and how he will be used by the military to do their bidding. Otherwise, he'll be assassinated. Now, that's not language I'm in favor of, okay? And I think he's off in cuckoo land, and it's not really helpful at all. Now, back when Bush was in charge, what we would do with a problem like Hugo Chavez is we would say, like these guys, they're supporting terrorists, and I don't know what they're going to do. They seem to be some sort of a regional threat. Now, even Bush never invaded Venezuela, but there seem to be some rumblings along those lines. Remember when Pat Robertson said that Hugo Chavez should be assassinated, thereby validating Hugo Chavez's concerns? Look, that's the direction we were going in, and we didn't get there, so thank God. But I hope to God that is not how we're going to handle diplomacy going forward. And if Hugo Chavez says a couple of childish things about Obama, who cares? Let's do real diplomacy with Venezuela anyway. And Hugo Chavez also does some good in Venezuela. And let's try to encourage the good side and discourage the antics. And I think we'll be in a lot better shape. And my guess is that's how it's going to go, especially because Obama says, look, one of the first things we're going to do is we are going to engage Venezuela. We're not going to shut them out. We're going to start talking to them. I think that's very positive in the right direction.